I think I just really like domestic spaces, and I think a lot about ideas at home, and some of these objects are things I've had for a very long time, and some of them are things I find on the street, and I like that dichotomy of like the precious and the not precious, and even using like balls of tape, which are basically trash, but then hidden under here I also have like all of my diaries from the last 9 years that I'm starting to feel not necessarily more precious about them, but more like they have a life of their own even after they've been painted. This is the third painting of the keyboard. It's a broken electric organ that I found on Broadway last year. I also made a gouache of it. Yeah, this one I made when I was doing residency at the Hercules Art Studio program in Tribeca. When I was at the studio in Tribeca, I had it set up, and then there was a maintenance problem, and some people came in to fix it, and they said, "Oh, we used to have that exact organ in our house."
Wow.
They got really excited. Yeah, so there's different ways of doing transfers. Some people apply the matte medium to the image and then stick it on the surface, but I actually coat the image in about 5 coats of matte medium, and then I soak it in water, and then that turns it into sort of like a skin, and I apply that to the surface. So I've actually been using the transfers significantly less. In the last 6 months I've just been painting. But like this has transfers underneath it, and you can see them peeking through in certain spots. And a lot of them are objects that I scan. So I'm flattening things, but I also am oftentimes just further flattening things that are already flat. Some like material experimentation, like this is flash paint, which is vinyl based. So it's very, very matte and very opaque, and it has a different consistency to it than the other paint. I like having those material plays. I like it when people can hold paintings, but that gets difficult with larger scale. And also, I don't know, it's like probably I shouldn't have tons of people touching, like when I paint on edges, like touching the paint, you know? But I like that like tactility of everything, and I have a lot of possible ways of doing that, and I think that also would allow for a little bit of like the still life and painting to meld more. And if I had objects included in that, or if I put a shelf on the front and I put some, I think the plus side of any rule is that if you have that part decided, then you can like focus on the other decisions. So sometimes I'll like use one brush for certain things, or I'll listen to one album for a certain painting or something.
Have you ever considered kind of experimenting with the way that things are displayed, or is there something ideally, without like any limitations, you'd want to try?
And I am planning an exhibition. I want to do an outdoor exhibition. I have a friend that has a backyard that's fenced in and is a pretty decent size, and I've had this idea kind of in the back of my head for several years of doing paintings hanging on the fence, and then creating sort of